This segment brought to you by Sure Crop, liquid crop nutrition delivered right to your farm.
We're back. Now let's talk economic outlook with Duane Taves and Curt Covington with Farmer Mac.
Duane Taves joining you once again here on Ag AM in Kansas, and a chance to catch up with Curt Covington with Farmer Mac. And Curt, talking about ag economy, big picture of things. What's the perspective that you're putting for bankers and others in the lending industry to look at?
Well, I think the best way to put it, it's the year of the unexpected coming up in 2018. We've kicked this can down the road in 2015 and 16 for corn growers and bean growers. High yields have kind of kept the balance sheet in shape for most of these growers, but I think 2018 is likely to be a different story. So now's the time for borrowers to prepare for their meetings with their lenders, and it's time for the lenders to prepare for their meetings with their borrowers.
We think about the coordination and the impact of that. Communication, folks are going to have to be honest and open and really kind of looking inward to see where do we go from here and making these operations work.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the easiest way to put this, right, is you can only kick the can down the road so far, and you can't sweep the problem underneath the rug. But where it's going to go from here is that lenders need to be prepared to talk to their bankers, and that means, number one, provide a good set of financial records for that lender, and then give them kind of a roadmap of what you see for your farming operation in 2018. Some people would call that a budget or a projection. I just simply call it good communication between you and your banker, telling them what your expectations are for what you're going to spend that year, including living expenses, capital expenditures, and the like, and what your expectations are for marketing. One of the big pieces that I think gets missed in a lot of these conversations is how do you expect to market your crop? And I know there's a lot of pressure on some of these farmers to carry their 2017 crop into the long into the 2018 crop year. It's just one good reminder for borrowers that there's a lender on the other side of that decision, and you got to think about how they're going to feel about that. So there's got to be a convincing story to tell.
We think about that, the opportunity that they're trying to be judicious stewards of someone else's money as well when they lend that to our growers, and it's the expectation that money will be returned at some point in time.
Yeah, there's an old saying. I lent you cash, I'd like to get paid back in cash, right? And so I think 2018, again, I think is going to be one of those years, where, and I would put it this way, is that most lenders are preparing and understand that farmers are in distress in parts of the Midwest. We ourselves have seen that. We've seen a rise a bit in our delinquencies, and we've seen some troubled assets on our books as well. But in the end, I think most farmers need to, own up to the problems that they have and to talk honestly and truthfully with their lender about that, and understand that it's not the lender's job necessarily to fix your problem, but if you've laid out what the issues are and you've laid them out clearly, a good banker who's in it during the good times is going to help you out during the bad times.
Our thanks to Curt Covington with Farmer Mac joining us on Ag AM in Kansas. Jamie, we'll send it back to you.
Thanks, Duane. Come back after these messages for this week's Angus Report.
Sure Crop Fertilizers was started by my father, Don Sherman, and my mother, Shirley Sherman. Family business that started in the 80s. We predominantly focus on plant nutrients and what we can do to give growers better responses with the fertilizer dollars that they do, and what we can do to make those things work better for the grower. We're based out of Seneca, Kansas. We work with growers in their soil analysis to figure out what they need, and then we can put those in a blend that gives them the best results, and so that we can deliver that direct to their farm so that they have those nutrients where they need them, when they need them, and so that they can apply them in a manner that's very efficient to them and works well in their planting systems and what they're doing. Sure Crop Fertilizers has been around for a long time. We always say we're big enough to take care of everything you need, but yet we're small enough to do it quickly. You can get a hold of us at 1-800-635-4743. Our website is surecropfertilizers.com, and you can always email me at Corey@surecropfertilizers.com, and with any questions you have, we'll be glad to answer it and work with you.